Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to start right off where we left off in the last video. A super sick tool. Alright, so next up on the workbench on the list, you guys, is going to be a motor. We got the 50, right? The 50 turn. So this will be pretty sweet. It should be a nice little upgrade for this rig. And then also, you guys, because as we're adding stuff, weight, things like that, normally that servo in here usually takes a crap pretty quick. So we got the Emax ESO8 MA2. You guys, this is a pretty good one. I've used this a couple times. It's a really good go-to for the SCX24s. And I have a servo mount laying around from one of my other builds, so I'm going to see if I can't fit that in there as well, and those are going to be my next upgrades. So there it is, you guys. So far so good. This build is coming out super duper sick. I am really loving this build. It makes me want to get the 10 scale version of this. Not even gonna lie, you guys, this is a sick looking rig so far. Okay, let's take a quick look at the stock setup. Here you can see the factory motor, ESC, and where the original battery placement is. Today I'm going to be changing all that, starting with the motor swap. So here's the factory 88 turn that we are replacing with Enjora's 50 turn. There is a bit of a size difference, but it will still fit. I am also going to put this matching purple motor mount on, because why not, I guess. Alright, here it is, all put together and installed. I also noticed this gap while I was editing this video, and it turned out to be a screw that was kind of in the way because of the new motor mount plates layout, but I messed with it and I think I'm okay with it now. Let's move to the servo. We're installing this Emax servo, which I've used before, and really it's a great choice for the SCX24 platform. I want to point something out here, as others have mentioned in my comments, that some people may not know. After you install this servo to the servo mount, you should clip the corners of the servo. If not, they tend to hit and sometimes get hung up on the chassis. I also found the servo horn laying around, so I put that on too. Next, I'm going to attempt to move the battery weight up to the front and eliminate the tray. And this is what I've decided on, putting the battery tray and the ESC on the ESC tray. Now, I did have to move the body mounts up to clear everything until I install magnets someday, so I did the same to the front bumper by switching the mount upside down and reinstalling the bumper. Doing this will close the gap between the body and the bumper. All right, guys, let's take a quick look at what we got there. Look at that. I really don't see a difference. I mean, you see a little difference right here in the body height since I raised it, but it looks really good since I raised the bumper as well. I'm out here and it's quiet enough out here to where hopefully you can hear the motor. The motor is kind of loud, but I have great throttle control. Let's listen to the motor. As you can see, it's not terribly loud, you guys, but it does have a hum to it. I got that steering servo, that Emax in there. Man, I did put all the weight up front here, as I showed you guys. So I actually do think, since I did the upgrades and placed that weight differently, I'm gonna have to come back to this crawler board. Obviously I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow. It is dark out here, so we're gonna have to come back out here to the setup table tomorrow and see what kind of readings we have, since we changed the placement of some weight and did some things. So we will come back in the morning. And just like that, with a little bit of editing magic, we are back, I don't know, about 2 days later because of the weather, and we are finally going to get this back on the setup table to see what the changes are with the massive weight shift that we did. Here, a quick recap before we put it on the table. But real quick, you guys, if you have not seen my previous videos with this here base camp, we have been doing some extensive readings with our setup table here, and also a bunch of upgrades to this truck. So go back and check out them videos. I have 2 of them. I will link them in the description. Be sure to check those out if you want to see where we've come to where we are now. But let's go ahead and get in here. So now, you guys, you can see we have everything, all the upgrades are on and done, and we have a massive weight distribution done now, a shift, shall I say. So I think we are going to get some new readings. That is the only reason that I'm out here on the setup table again, to get new readings. We're only going to get a couple readings, I mean, like side hill, front hill, back facing, you know, things like that. But as you see here, we no longer have any battery tray, no battery, no nothing back here. We have the new motor in, which should add just a little bit of weight. And then also, you guys, we added the Emax servo as well. That should add a little bit of weight. And then the big changer here is going to be the shift of the weight distribution up here under the front axles, close to the front axle, shall I say. I got the battery up here, the ESC up here, and so I think that's really what's going to make the difference. That's why we're going to go back to the table. So enough blabbing, let's get on the table. All right, you guys, again, like I said, you can go back and watch my previous videos linked in the description on how we got these original readings and more. And nothing has changed in the differential or skid plate area. That's why we are not going to redo those ones. But quick recap on my side hill last time, we got 45 degrees. So let's see if anything has changed with the weight distribution and the little bit of added weight with the servo and motor. So let's see what we get. All right, and we're on our way up to 20 degrees. What we're looking to beat here is 45. And I'm trying to go at a steady pace, you guys. Not too fast, not too slow, not too many jerking movements. You know, just kind of a nice little gradual climb here. There's 40. 43, 44, 45, 45 again, you guys. I mean, that's pretty slick that I got a consistent reading. So that tells me that changed nothing from my side hill. Let's carry on. We are going to go on to what I call front facing, as if we were heading up an obstacle facing forwards. And last time we got a 54 degree reading. So let's see if we can beat that. I actually think we might gain a few because we put all that weight up front, you guys. We might not slip and fall at the last one. So 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Got a big separation of the body, but we're still hanging on. 58. Oh, the tires are off. 58, 58. We're gonna get 59. Nope, 58. You guys. All right, we gained a few degrees, guys. You gained 4 degrees back with that weight distribution up to the front there. That is awesome. Let's check the back. Now let's carry on. We're gonna do back facing as if we are coming down and our back is facing up. Last reading was 57 degrees, you guys. That is the last reading we got. We've come a long way from the first video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Linked in the description. See what we get here. 30, 25, 30. Trying to beat 57. 35, 40, 45. I think we might actually lose on this one, honestly. Oh, we shifted a little. 50, 52, 52. Yeah, I'm going to call that 52, you guys. We lost a lot on that one, but I figured that. All right, you guys, so quick recap. We actually lost a lot on that last one. I wasn't too surprised, though. I kind of figured that. But side hill, we stayed the same, 45 degrees. The front facing, we gained 4 degrees. We are now at 58 degrees. And then on the back facing, we lost 5 degrees, you guys. We were at 52 and we were sitting at 57. I did expect that, like I said, because we shifted all of that weight up to the front now. So we're getting better readings in the front because we're staying a little more grounded. I could get more and better readings if I did limiting straps and kept my chassis down. But I don't think I'm going to mess with that on this truck. And then I expected to gain, or lose some in the back because now that's going to be lighter and want to leave. It's kind of common sense, you know what I mean? So what do you think, man? Was it worth it? Was it not? I think this truck is looking really, really good. I'm loving the upgrades and I'm loving how I can keep that scale look to it. You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe I'll change the body mounts to magnets. Maybe I can get that back down. That's just for my preference though. But What do you think, man, overall? All right, and after you go down to the comments and let me know what you think about this build, you guys, make sure you come back and see what I get into and what I do with all of these extra FCX24 parts. So, see you on the next one. Peace.